now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Griffin Stroing. Being at a zoo is a fun activity to do, and with the weather and how it's getting so much better, it is the perfect chance to go to one. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Qawi joins us live in the studio, and he went to the Wildwood Wildlife Park Zoo earlier today to get a preview of what's going to happen tomorrow. Mohammed, what happened?
Griffin, I talked to Kim Demostek today, who is the education director for the zoo, and she says they're finishing the final touches for the zoo opener tomorrow. The fun begins as soon as you step foot through the zoo's main entrance. This zoo is the second largest zoo in Wisconsin, and because of that, they can hold many animals. Kim says because of this beautiful weather, this is a perfect opportunity to let people in the zoo.
They put the animals out when it's nice enough for them. We have to clean up everything from the long winters and that kind of thing and get everything ready for opening.
All the animals are waiting to get fed and pet by the families tomorrow after waiting countless months. Kim hopes tomorrow will be a great turnout.
We're very excited. We hope it's a great turnout with the weather being so nice this weekend, and then all next week is supposed to be super nice as well. The animals are excited to be outside and start seeing everybody once again for the summer.
With the long winter we had, animals will be happy to see people again. This zoo features over 1,700 animals and 229 species. Doors will be open to the public tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and the park will close at 4:30. Admissions prices varies depending on your age. Kids under 2 years old get in for free, and parking is free as well. For more information about the zoo, you can visit wildwoodwildlifepark.com. Nate?
Well, Conrad, like Mohammed said, it's getting nice outside, and you can tell us that for sure.
Yes, it is. Griffin is getting real nice out there. We have a lot of yellow in the forecast. Look at all this yellow all across the state. Some 60s, close to 70 degrees. Yes, finally those warmer temperatures are back in the forecast with barely any clouds out there just south of us where there is a little bit of rain in southern Wisconsin. Overall, it is starting to move on out of here. But here in Wisconsin, North Wisconsin, especially warm temperatures and barely any clouds out there, so really nice and enjoyable weather. Tomorrow, the same thing with really nice weather out there, barely any clouds, some nice temperatures. But for Sunday, for Mother's Day, the big Mother's Day, yeah, we have a little more clouds on the way. Temperatures will still be in the low 60s overall, but maybe some chances of rain, especially overnight on Sunday, are possible. But overall, temperatures tonight will continue to drop near average and into the mid-30s. Griffin?
Thank you, Conrad. 4 people are dead after a house fire in rural Monroe County Thursday night. These pictures were provided by the Sparta Area Fire District. When firefighters arrived Thursday night, the home was completely engulfed in flames. One person ran from the house and was able to call 911. The others inside were trapped upstairs with no way out of the home. Firefighters say when they arrived on scene, the heat of the fire and the smoke and flames were too intense for them to enter. Crews were able to extinguish the fire, but by then, the second floor had collapsed. At least 4 victims were found in the rubble, in addition to several pets. The authorities have not released the names or ages of the victims, but they did confirm that the 4 were children. The cause of the fire is under investigation. We see your love. That's what the Humane Society said about a dog that was found tied to the fire hydrant. For many, it's hard to recognize this as love. The 6-year-old mixed breed named Baby Girl was found in Green Bay earlier this week. The Humane Society addressed the owner, though, with compassion, pointing out the bag next to the baby girl, which was filled with her favorite toys, and the way she was left in the middle of a neighborhood where she'd be found quickly. They said, quote, "We see your love and how happy and healthy Baby Girl looks, and we see your love in the note you left, pleading for someone to help her when you no longer could," end quote. Baby Girl will be up for adoption soon, but for now, she's getting lots of attention and love. In Arizona, state officials are frustrated by holes that remain in the state's border wall. This is after the Department of Homeland Security said in December that it would fix them. Greg Bradbury has more.
More than a year ago, we first showed you the incomplete sections of the border wall. Then after monsoon, we saw some of the damage to the gates that were not completed. Now we are checking for an update with what the governor has seen across the state. Construction was halted, and then DHS said back in December that parts were going to be filled in and completed. Has that happened here in Arizona?
So there are real gaps in the state of Arizona. You can see in an area like this, the wall is here. It has been largely completed in certain areas, but you can go a few miles down the path here, and that's wide open.
Following summer storms, the gates looked like this at parts of the wall. Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels says this has created issues patrolling the border.
We need this roadway to secure this border. Both my deputies and our CBP Border Patrol agents that transfers up and down this road. So yeah, these are all things that just make you real frustrating. Why are we not getting this done?
We've reached out to the Department of Homeland Security multiple times, but have not heard back about when the Tucson sector will be completed. Sheriff Daniels says this has already created issues for his staff.
We're already trying to address this. We're already being overwhelmed. We're a rural county. We don't have the resources like you do in metro areas like Pima or Maricopa County and cities beyond. So we know there's an impact coming. We're already dealing with it.
That additional impact, the expiration of Title 42. Governor Ducey says this will further overwhelm the system.
I don't know what the word is beyond crisis, but it will be a further tragedy here. We're already completely overwhelmed at $2 million in the last 10 months. This has got to be stopped. We've got senators, both Democrat and Republican, talking about this, and it's time the Biden administration paid attention to our southern border.
Well, coming up after the break, we'll tell you about an esports championship that is taking place right here in north central Wisconsin. But first, we'll hear Maine weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Up to 64% off hot new looks. Get an additional 10% off at checkout. Doorbuster savings throughout the store. And pay no interest for 36 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call the number below now to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. Now is the time to say goodbye to high maintenance and inefficiencies and say hello to our beautiful replacement windows. Our windows are custom built in America, made with exclusive composite Fibrex material, are low maintenance, and won't warp or bow like vinyl does. And when combined with the best people in the industry and a superior process, you get Renewal by Andersen's signature service. A unique start-to-finish process skillfully guided by our industry experts so you can feel confident in your decisions and more comfortable in your home. Our spring savings event won't last long. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call now before it expires. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel is your choice for log home maintenance, guaranteeing you a beautiful looking home. Sullivan's does their own milling and specializes in log replacements, sandblasting, staining, and chinking. With more than 30 years of business, Sullivan's is dependable and trustworthy, carefully tending to every detail on your home. Call us today for your free on-site estimate. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel, serving Eagle River and the surrounding areas.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Belle Latour. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Up to 64% off hot new looks. Get an additional 10% off at checkout. Doorbuster savings throughout the store. And pay no interest for 36 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Good afternoon. afternoon and welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. Behind me is a beautiful picture right outside of Eagle River, and beautiful pictures like this is all across Wisconsin, including here in Rhinelander, with a lot of warm temperatures finally back in the forecast. But look at Texas, look at San Angelo coming in at a whopping 101 degrees. No temperatures like that out here, but we'll still have some 60s, 70s in the forecast. Finally, some nice weather is back with 60s all across the region, even some 70s peaking up here in Tomahawk and Eau Claire area, Ladysmith, Diamond Lake. So overall, finally, some nicer weather is back in the forecast. Bring out the boats, the jet skis. It's finally spring season, and it is here to stick around for quite some time. We are finally in a warmer temperature trend. Our average is supposed to be around 63 degrees as a high, so we've been well below that the last several weeks, several months, to be honest, but now finally the tables have turned. We are well above average starting Monday. Look at that, coming close to the 70 degree mark, and then 70s for next week, even close to 80 degrees. Finally, some really nice weather, enjoyable weather at that. So go out there, enjoy all that weather. The lakes are finally unfrozen, so it looks real nice, and summer vibes are finally back. But really nice out there today as well, with barely any cloud cover here in the Rhinelander area. So for most parts of north Wisconsin, but central Wisconsin and south of that, we do have a little bit more cloud cover because of this low pressure system giving a lot more rain closer to Chicago and south Wisconsin. But overall, we are in the clear, just a little bit of passing clouds. But there's another low that will be moving in. So our next chances of a little bit of rain come in Sunday night into Monday, then Monday night into Tuesday, and throughout the day on Tuesday, maybe even a thunderstorm or two. Then some clearing for Wednesday, and more thunderstorm chances are back Wednesday night into Thursday up until Friday. So I know warmer temperatures are back, but also a more active weather pattern is back in the forecast, with pretty much on and off rain showers or thunderstorms all throughout next week. But tonight, temperatures will be cooling off pretty much near average and hovering around 37 degrees with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, another beautiful day out there with mid to even upper 60s with the sun peeking out and mostly sunny skies overall, with a calm wind once again. But our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show some more clouds back in the forecast by Mother's Day, with some more chances of rain Sunday night into Monday, and then a very more active weather pattern back by next week. But also with that, we have really warm temperatures back in the forecast, with 70s, even close to 80 degrees by middle of next week. Griffin?
Thank you, Conrad. Esports or organized competitive video gaming has taken the world by storm. 5 years ago, the Wisconsin High School Esports Association was conceived with 7 schools competing in one game. Today, over 125 schools across the state compete in 4 unique games. The season will come to an end with a spring state championship held on May 14th at North Central Technical College in Wausau. This championship will feature 20 of the best schools from around the state competing in Rocket League and Smite, and will have 13 colleges from around the Midwest promoting their esport programs. This year, students are applying classroom knowledge in graphic design, broadcasting, and event organization through their internship program. A Georgia judge has turned away an effort to keep Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene off the ballot. In a 19-page ruling, Judge Charles Beatrout wrote there was insufficient evidence to prove Greene took part in the January 6th Capitol riot. Greene's opponents have hoped a Civil War-era law might disqualify the Georgia Congresswoman from being reelected. The court's recommendation will now go to Republican Secretary of State Brad Refsenberger. If he agrees with the court's ruling, those opposed to Greene can still appeal the decision before the May 24th primary. A similar constitutional challenge against Congressman Madison Cawthorn in North Carolina has also fallen short. As pandemic recovery enters a new stage and COVID uncertainty lingers, Americans are feeling the squeeze at the gas pumps, the grocery stores, and in the red-hot housing market. Karen Kafa takes a look at the numbers and steps the federal government took this week.
The U.S. unemployment rate stayed steady at 3.6% in April, and the Labor Department said that employers added 428,000 jobs as pandemic economic recovery levels off.
It indicates that even with the high degree of uncertainty, with historically high inflation and a shortage of available workers, there's a lot of hiring going on.
The government also said this week a record 4.5 million Americans quit their jobs in March, an expression of confidence in the economy by workers who believe they'll find a new job, but creating challenges.
This tight job market is a source of headaches for employers and for consumers because employers are not able to fill the 11.5 million jobs that they have open. And the fact that there are shortages of workers mean that many businesses cannot fulfill their objectives.
As the Russia-Ukraine conflict continues to put pressure on global supply, oil has climbed back over $100 per barrel. And AAA said the nationwide average for a gallon of regular gas was back up to $4.19 this week. Rising energy costs and that tight labor market have contributed to higher consumer prices. The Federal Reserve on Wednesday announcing its biggest rate hike in more than 2 decades in an effort to tamp down the highest U.S. inflation in more than 40 years.
Inflation is much too high, and we understand the hardship it is causing, and we're moving expeditiously to bring it back down.
More rate hikes are expected as part of a long-term strategy to cool consumer spending. Borrowing money will become more expensive with higher interest payments due on credit card bills and car loans. That puts pressure on long-term mortgage rates, which hit a 13-year high this week. A CNN poll conducted by SSRS found only 41% of Americans approve of President Biden's handling of the economy, a hurdle for Democrats ahead of November's midterm elections. Those higher prices from the grocery store to the gas pumps overshadowing a strong job market. In Washington, I'm Karen Kefa.
Most people buy flowers because they brighten up a room and smell great. But in Madison, people are waiting in line to smell a flower that stinks. We'll break it down after the break.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
This ain't about the donor class with their name on trucks, nor the establishment. Man, they failed us for decades. This is about the ones who work for a living, just worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson, one of us. The Marine who never forgot how to fight. It's in his gut. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
The White Oak Grill at Chippewa Retreat Resort is open this spring, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our casual menu has quick, delicious food made from scratch, no reservations needed. Come on in and sip your favorite libation and enjoy grass-fed steak and steak burgers from the Great Wisconsin Steak Company. For our menu and ordering carryout, text White Oak to 33733. White Oak Grill on Deer Park Road in Manitowish Waters on the eastern shore of Lake Manitowish.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
It may stink, but people are still lining up to see it. No, it's not the latest hit movie, but a smelly corpse flower that blooms once every decade. The smelly plant can be found at Old Brick Botanical Gardens in Madison, and this morning people were lined up in droves to get a wisp of the smelly stench. The bloom and smell, though, only lasts about 24 hours. Well, we'll be right back with one final look at your weather, but first, here's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, what kind of fish only eats mice? Well, a catfish, obviously. All right, we're going to start off this week's Big Old Fish with Crystal. No last name given, you know, like Prince or Cher. Anyway, she's from Minocqua, and she caught this absolutely gorgeous steelhead trout in Lower Michigan last fall on the Manistee River using a plastic bead. I'll tell you what, I'm no stranger to steelheads, and that is one big old fish. Way to go, Crystal. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Dory Slater from Gilman. Now, this absolutely healthy northern pike was the biggest fish that she's ever pulled through the ice, and it goes on to say that she had just a little bit of help from her husband and son. Well, that is a big old fish, Dory, so it makes sense that you might need a little bit of help getting that one in. Anyway, way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Steve Beckett from Conover. Now, Steve caught the biggest northern pike of his life on January 29th. And that's this fish right here on an area lake using a big sucker on a tip-up. Now, Steve had a little help from his friend Ryan Govic, who helped him pull the 39-inch fish through the ice. After the photo was taken, the fish was released to fight another day. Well, that's pretty awesome, Steve, and that is definitely one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
At Menards, we've got the tools and accessories you need to tackle your outdoor projects. And right now, you'll save 11% on everything. Keep your mower powered up with an FVP lawn and garden battery. Right now, they're all 11% off. Store and protect your outdoor tools, equipment, and seasonal items with Aero Storage Buildings. Save 11% on all Aero Storage Buildings, like the 10 by 12 foot Arlington shed. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
And I walked right into US Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free.
What'd he say?
He said, sure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. You know, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Here's to real flavors, real meals, real good. All of Knorr's high-quality pasta and rice sides are now made with no artificial flavors or preservatives. Knorr, taste for good.
When you're a parent, you're always on the lookout for things that can harm your kids. Like, I thought I knew where to find tobacco products. Right here in the same spot the kids stop for candy and snacks. Turns out, this isn't the only place that tobacco is trying to blend in. Backpacks and hoodies with built-in e-cigarettes, vapes that look like makeup and smartwatches. Tobacco companies are keeping young people hooked with products that hide a dangerous nicotine addiction in plain sight. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
We have some warm weather finally back in the forecast out there. Lots of yellow and oranges out there showing 60s, even 70-degree weather here in north part of Wisconsin with pretty clear skies out there. Just a little bit of clouds, especially to the south of us. But overall, we are in the clear with that nice weather. But for Mother's Day, more clouds will be rolling in with more chances of a little bit of rain, especially overnight on Sunday into the morning hours on Monday. But overall, our 7-day forecast does show 60s, 70s by next week, even closer to 80 degrees by middle of next week.
I'm very excited, Conrad.
I know.
Thank goodness the weather's getting good. We'll see you later tonight at 10 o'clock.